Hello everyone, this is Gorax. Today I'm going to show you how to automatically farm raids when you are AFK from the keyboard. Now, there's few prerequisites you need to have. You need to get keys because obviously you want to stay there for a long time. So the best way to farm keys, and they drop from every boss, is go and farm the bosses. This is a good spot here, especially if you can one-shot the enemies. You just go around, kill those two worms, then move on to the big boss, kill it, and just repeat in this circle. You can try and set up the macro for this as well. However, you need to make sure you always stand in the same spot when you start your macro. So once you have the keys, the number you want to do, just make sure you teleport to the first stage. Make sure your game is totally zoomed and you don't move your screen. Then teleport to world 4 and use tiny task here. Make sure you save this file as well and create a new one whenever something goes wrong. Make sure you set your recording key as F8 and playback key as whatever else. We're gonna switch them around later on. Also, make sure your tiny task is on always top. So once you get to the game, make sure you press F8 and you will see that we are recording. Move down to the portal down here, press public raid, go to the top where the boss usually spawns, which is this area. Now, the most important thing is here, you want to avoid this getting out of sync depending on how the monster wave spawns. Usually they spawn in the similar fashion. However, I noticed that when I was doing that firstly, I had few sync issues. So what you need to do is, again, don't touch mouse, only use your keyboard. We're gonna follow the same path during all the stages, all the waves. Even if a monster doesn't show, we'll still go where the monster spawns. This ensures that if the monster spawns in the area that is not visible to us now, we will always hit it and this macro will work. Obviously, get to the highest stage you can, and I would suggest a stage that you can one-shot enemies. The stronger you are, the higher stage you can achieve. So keep that in mind, right? As this will allow you to clear, at least for those who are in Q and Power, at least stage 20 plus. And this is basically a spawn that shows you every monster spawn. If it still somehow goes out of sync, you can spend more time on the enemy spot. This will slow down your clear time, but it will allow you to ensure you killed all the enemies, like in this fashion here. You stop it for a second or even half a second, and then you move forward. So again, I'm not gonna press a button. It's gonna take a few minutes to get somewhere. Also, during recording, do not press anything. This will out of sync your whole journey. So for the sake of this video, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait a few minutes for me to clear, and I'll probably do some mistakes, as obviously your brain will try to hit the enemies instead of following the same path. And also, it's very crucial that once you get to the highest stage you can clear personally, you want to wait till the new wave spawns, as you get rewards where the new wave spawns rather than when you kill all the enemies. So that's important thing to remember. And as long as you follow the same path here, you will be able to record that video using the tiny task. And once you get to the highest wave, make sure you press F8 to stop the recording. Then we will switch the key binds and we will put F8 on the replay. We need to ensure also that we have continuous loop on, as this will spam this macro constantly, and we can farm it overnight as long as we have the required keys. So what I will suggest is make sure you time how long it takes you to clear this raid, whatever level you can get highest. So if it takes you 5 minutes, if you can go AFK for 1 hour, you'll need at least 12 keys to utilize that, okay? And this way you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as you are getting kills and you are getting materials required to upgrade your weapons, and in the future materials required to upgrade your shadows. So this is why it's so good to get both of those things, three things really, because kills matter as well. Kills grant you an achievement that increase your damage by 2, which means you will be dealing way more damage to the enemies and make your life easier the stronger you become, because once you get to this world 7, you will have advantage of doing more damage than some of your friends, and if you group up, you can get more souls. So as you can see, I'm at wave 20 now. I can go a little bit further than that, but for most people, this will be the sweet spot. And now I'm taking a little bit of time to kill the enemies. So it's not one shot anymore. So I'm spending a little bit of time in the spot where the monster is, which is obviously going to slow us down. So you don't need to go to that wave. Now, once I get to wave 22, as you can see, it actually is way harder now to kill the monsters. It requires me to do a few more hits, but this is basically where I'm going to stop, as it's not going to be efficient enough for me to keep going past this point. And once we get to the last wave, we're gonna go and press the teleport, but we wait for the next wave to spawn. It spawned, we teleport to world 1, claim our rewards, and go back to teleport to world 1 and go back to Sans. This ensures we are at the same state we were previously. At this point, we press F8 and our recording is done. The next step is to change the hotkey to something else. If you by mistake do add it and choose a key that's already assigned to playback, don't worry, just go here, press on the F8 on the recording and ensure the continuous playback is on. This is very important. The speed is also at 1. We don't need to go faster than this. And once that's done, press F8 and we can start. So when we press F8, our recording starts, and as you can see, we go straight to the portal, press the public raid, go to the spawn of the boss, and our journey starts. Now the loop is working, right? I'm just gonna show you the first wave as you will be able to recreate this. I'll post the link to the tiny task in the description of the video as well to help you out, and hopefully this will work for you. It might not work on the first try, it might not work on the second try, but it's definitely worth it if you want to play as efficient as possible. As you can see, the monsters didn't spawn, but we still go to that spot to ensure if something goes wrong, we hit every monster, because if you don't cover these empty areas, you might need to do 3 journeys to clear the whole wave, and this basically ensures that does not happen, so you don't waste efficient use of your keys. And this obviously means also you can't do anything else. So this is the best method to farm when you are away, because you can't press anything on other screens. If you press anything in the other screen, you will lose this thing here. And this is how I'm going to farm the materials going forward, as I managed to reach the highest rank currently available, which means the power I generate now will not be that important, because with the new update, we will be able to reset that again. And as you can see here, I didn't wait long enough for this monster to spawn and kill it, and this is basically a mistake, but that can happen. It's okay, guys, just spend more time on the boss, and this is why ensuring that we always go to these spots will help us clear this. We'll miss 1 wave, which means we'll do 1 wave less now, but we'll still cover all the areas. So as I said, getting this to the perfect one is quite hard task. Depends on your power, how fast you can clear, how strong you are, but it can happen. And obviously when I run it another time, it will look a little bit different. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.